Hi, welcome in for this full moon in Scorpio. Pick one layout for us today. This is going to be an intuitive scrying for this full moon in Scorpio. So it's also going to probably include some cards at the end. So what you want to do is either choose this pile over here, the Obsidian Mirror, along with this ink blot, the clear crystal quartz ball here in the center, and this ink blot, or the amethyst crystal portal here and this ink blot. So go ahead and make your choice, and this is to reveal what's hidden, that's coming to light with the full moon in Scorpio. What are the hidden secrets that are coming to light with this full moon in Scorpio? Go ahead and make your selection, and I'll see you in your reading. All right, hello there, folks who chose the Obsidian Mirror. Welcome in. And between you and I, the Obsidian Mirror is my favorite, so that shouldn't impact anyone's decision ever, but I definitely love gazing into this mirror, and I feel like it usually yields a lot of really great insights for us. Got a little bit of mugwort here to help open up our third eye and our crown for any insights that might come through. And I also picked up this coast redwood bough from a grove of coast redwoods that grow in a park near where I live. And I'm so grateful that I get to go and visit those beauties when I go on my walk. So let's just see what the Obsidian Mirror is going to tell us today. And we're also going to be scrying into this ink blot here. So I'm seeing a Peking duck, the kind that are white, that have the little white feather crown, which reminds me of a story from my life, actually. I had a visit from one of those ducks as a child, and I thought it was some kind of a special angel when it came and found me, because it had joined a flock of wild mallards in the river where I grew up. Someone probably brought it to the river and released it, but I didn't know anything about these kind of ducks. I just knew they were bigger than the ones in the wild, and it had a beautiful white crown. And it was a very precious memory to me when that duck visited for the several days that it did visit. I went down every day to the river and sat down there while it was there. So something about childhood or about spirit messages have meaning for you, especially with those white feathers. And as you can see, I also have my aunt's painting in the background here of the tundra swans and this little white dove candle. So there's definitely something about white feathers and maybe geese or swans, right? Those may have meaning for you. And a Peking duck may have meaning for you specifically as well, or a crown. Actually gonna So I'm seeing a really huge red and brown winged moth or butterfly of some kind. I'm inclined to think it's a moth, but it's a large one like you would find in the jungle. Really beautiful. Symbol of transformation. I'm seeing like a family gathering, some kind of gathering like around a game, like whether that's bowling or it could be other types of gaming. It's showing me bowling, but it could be other gaming. Something that you're doing like croquet, something that you're playing with your family that involves that type of activity with balls. Croquet, bowling, bocce, you know, something that involves rolling balls, honestly. And now it's showing me those mechanisms of chain reaction. So you might be feeling like dominoes or like those silver balls that get dropped down into a machine and then it shows everything in sequence, what happens from that moment on in a chain reaction. You might feel like there's a chain reaction of events happening right now that's going to lead to some type of revelation. I'm also seeing a family gathered at a bonfire, like a having beers, drinking. If you grew up rural, that's a big pastime, right? Most of the parties I went to growing up were around a bonfire out in the country. This is striking me as family, though. Like a gathering place that's beloved to your family is in play here. There's something about two people coming together and starting to have a meeting of the minds. It's like a dance. It's a dance that's happening. This discussion or this debate, it could be some type of mediation process that's going on. Again, there's something to do with a beach, like a beach house or a beach event, like a bonfire at the beach. There's something going on, though, about that that's going to be revealed. Obviously, that's what the name of this was, like what secrets are coming to light with the Scorpio full moon. It has something to do with a coming together or a meeting and a mediation and family and a beach house. I don't know what that's. You'll hopefully know what this means if this is your reading. Someone might feel like they're being surveilled. There's something about a signal, like someone listening in on your devices via some type of an antenna signal or surveillance of some type might have been happening either of you or you know of somebody that's being surveilled. Like it strikes me as some kind of a legal case that's happening. St. Louis might also be significant for someone. I'm seeing the Gateway Arch of St. Louis. And also something about Anheuser-Busch, which I believe operated out of St. Louis. Yeah, there's some kind of a party. There's some kind of a party where you're being cautioned here to abstain. If normally you might go and, like everyone else, have drinks or imbibe whatever the substance is that everyone's enjoying, there's kind of a message here for you to avoid drinking. And I don't know why that is, but you'll be glad later that you did, either because this party's going to get busted or somebody's going to reveal something in a drunken state, and you'll have the advantage of sobriety in that case to know how to handle the information. There's a lot of people talking about this. There's a lot of opinions chiming in. So again, this might come to light at a family gathering. Now it's showing me farm animals going to a trough to drink. And for some reason, that's making me lead into the novel, not 1984, Animal Farm. So there's something about power and control, or coercive control, or manipulation through propaganda. I don't know. But again, there's some type of surveillance or screen coming through. And there might be propaganda that's coming through that, or information that's designed to convince you, but it's very selective in what's revealed in this propaganda. Like, that's the whole idea of propaganda, right? It's not unbiased. It's a biased form of getting material to you. So someone might be about to reveal some information to you about something to do with your family or this house, and you're being kind of cautioned not to react, because the person might not be telling you everything that's coming through. They might only be giving you part of the story, and they might also only be saying these things to you to get you to react so that they can deliver that information. Okay, there's something about that's why you need to keep your wits about you and not imbibe at this party, at this family gathering. Yeah, I see someone throwing on a coat and I don't know what they're doing. They're like rushing around. Something about rushing around in this coat. There's something to that. When this information comes out, there's going to be a big catalytic energy where suddenly people are going to be like, I got to get out of here. Or, I got to go tell so-and-so about this. Or it's going to break up the party, basically, as this conversation starts coming to be at this party. It's going to not only disrupt the party, but everybody's going to be kind of revealing their true colors, or going to their respective corners here. I don't know. It's interesting. What's the situation with this party or a gathering, or a need for you to remain sober? Even if other people are drinking, you need to kind of keep your wits about you. There's a lot of information rushing around, people rushing around. What else does this have to do with? What's this about? Something about driving, going on a road trip. Yeah, you're to remain still. You're to watch and wait here. Even if as something shocking potentially is revealed to you at this party with family, you got to really be strategic and be someone in this position. People aren't even worried about them necessarily, but that's to your advantage. So it's almost asking you to mimic that hanged one energy. So part of what might happen is that someone might reveal information to you and then apologize for their role in things. But again, the warning was that it's not a complete storyline here. They're only telling you part of the story or something. So it's really important that you're careful. Yeah, I'm seeing something about chopsticks. There's Asian food at this party. People are eating with chopsticks. Not that that means anything about the people attending the party, because if you live in the United States, most people eat Chinese food and use chopsticks. So it's not to say anything about the ethnicity of the group, but it could be. That could have relevance for you. What else about, yeah, you're going to get clarity. You're going to receive answers here. And someone maybe is feeling guilty about the role that they played in it with this Page of Cups here. You're getting clarity though, okay? And in fact, it's the kind of information that's like out of a movie. It's what it's saying. Like, you're going to be surprised, and the idea is to stun you. It's like a tower. Someone's trying to bring you. They want to stun you. They want to see your reaction, and it's to your advantage to remain like this hanged one. Don't give them the reaction, but take in the clarity that's been eluding you. You're going to get the clarity that you've maybe been suspecting something about this and about this family. There might be a betrayal. What's going on? Yeah, there's been a lot of illusion present, and you're going to get the clarity on which is the correct version of events or something here. What else for this group? Someone's been working against you. I see like actual plotting, scheming, working against you. Boats. Someone might be into sailing. And this came through in a channeled message for me last night, and now I see that it's meant to be brought up here. There's something about a frigate, like a warship, like a frigate boat, or a frigate ship, or a frigate starship, right? Like, it's not a frigate bird, interestingly enough. It was a frigate... Shoot, that heater. So, yeah, there's something about a frigate ship here that might have something to do. Someone might be in the military. You've been waiting for this information. It's coming to light at this party, okay? That's what the next time you're going to an event with party is with family is when this material is going to become clear to you, this information. You've been waiting for it. It has to do with the masculine in your life. And money. And again, I was picking up something about a house or a home. So there might be something coming through about a home for you. Yeah, there's risk that's been involved, and there's going to be risk at this party, which is why you need to keep your cards close, because people are going to be watching you for your reaction. So it's important that you know that. And rather than respond or give your family the reaction that these people are looking for, it's going to be important that you go consult with people that you feel like you can trust. Because I'm picking up here that you don't feel like you can trust the family. I'm seeing one of those things that you used to put in the center of a 45 record on vinyl, that it would fit the 33 RPM. Is that RPM of a turntable? So it would fit on the smaller fitting where the vinyl fit rests on the record player. There's some of the, so you might be from that generation, or you're somebody who's really deep into a scene and music and you like listening to things on vinyl. But you might be from that generation that purchased albums and 45s, and that's going to have meaning for you. It's like a little plastic fitting that fit inside of a 45 vinyl pressed album to help it fit the turntable of a larger full album record, right? I don't know what they're called. Yeah, again with the white coat. Somebody in here wears a white coat and they're rushing around, okay? I don't know what the white coat is about. I just know that they're involved here in some way. All right, any other final message for you? Something's going to be revealed to you at a party. It's a family gathering. They're watching for your reactions, so you're going to need to control your reaction. And you're also going to need to understand that you don't have all the information. Not everything is accurate. There's going to be some illusion present. I think you're this masculine, or else this masculine has been involved in this. And any other final messages? Who's the masculine, please? Oops, sorry. Gotta get my cards turned around here. Somebody games. I'm picking up on somebody that games on a console. Okay, someone's a gamer. The frigate might have something to do with a game that you play. There might be a ship in the game. That could be. Anything else about this situation? Who's the masculine here? He's going through a major transformation, so you might be the one that's going to find something out here. You're this masculine, and what the information that you're going to find out is going to change everything. It's going to create a death of the old way in your life. Okay? But ultimately, it's something that's going to, this money may have been withheld from you, is kind of what I'm picking up, or else this information that you're going to find out is maybe about an inheritance. It's going to make you very wealthy and happy, but you need outside advice. You can't be going to your family with it. It strikes me as the family being a problem in the situation, not a good thing, okay? Sadly. Yeah, you're going to have a new options of who you're going to be partnering with. And it could be these people that are going to give you wise counsel about what to do with this information that you've been waiting for. So just know that ultimately that this is bringing you into a success. It's going to kind of blow your mind. So you're going to have to practice your poker face. And is there any other information about the situation? It involves money. It involves a home. We got that. And possibly someone being watched or surveilled, I guess. I find that intriguing. I don't really know what that's about. Any other final messages here? Yeah, there's someone was a thief in this equation, and you're going to be tipped off to this at a party. Someone's coming in with this information, but they're not all the way honest, okay? Yeah, it's going to restore some hope for you. It's going to bring in something new and exciting and different. So I think this is it for you. I hope you enjoy, and if you find out what it is, let me know. I'm curious. Thanks. All right. Hello there, group that chose the clear quartz crystal ball. I hope you're doing well out there. And again, this message is for what may come to light for you, what may be revealed through this full moon in Scorpio. What hidden secrets are going to come to light and be revealed in the full moon in Scorpio energy. And you chose this crystal ball here, so let's get into it. I've got some copal burning and a little bit of mugwort to help us open our third eye. And just smudge a little bit and cleanse the space here, and then we'll go ahead and get started. So the ocean is coming through right off the bat. I'm really picking up on ocean energy. Ocean Man is another thing that's coming through. It's a song by Ween, I think. God, and frigate in this reading too, only this is a frigate bird. It's not a ship. It's a frigate bird, but frigate is a big theme. You might be someone that lives in a coastal setting or thinking about moving to a coastal setting. Frigate birds are huge in the Caribbean and Atlantic regions, I know, but I think they're also all over the world in coastal towns and whatnot, right? They can actually fly while they're asleep. They very rarely touch ground. They stay in the air almost constantly, and they can even sleep in the air. So something about the ocean is really coming through for this group. And an anchor. Now I'm seeing an anchor. You might be finding something out about going on a trip by boat, or you may travel by boat and something during the trip is going to be revealed. Let's just see what else. Yeah, I see someone with a child. Someone's child, like a single parent, is running up to them on the beach. It's really sweet. That's a cute image. And then stargazing at night. So you might be camping at the ocean. You might be someone that likes to sleep outdoors or have a lot of open air in your life. And there's some type of really fun events happening where you're stargazing at the ocean. Someone might be getting an injury, or someone might be dealing with, yeah, boating is huge. Again, in this reading too, you might have a connection to the first one as well. I'm seeing like the structure of a boat, not once it's built out all the way, but just the bones of the structure, right? Like the skeleton. Or like the rib cage of a person. You can even see that right here, right? This rib cage like energy protecting the heart. So there might be something to the skeletal structure of your life, or your actual bones, or the bones of some type of endeavor that you're launching here, coming to light. Yeah, I see someone working on a project like night and day, night and day, night and day. They're working by lit in the dark, right? Like outdoor lights kind of thing. They're working on something in the outdoors. It might be like a gift that's coming through. Someone might be building somebody a fairly large gift. Someone who has really good craftsmanship capabilities, or building, I'm seeing something like building someone a really large, intricate set of shelves or a desk or some kind of gift. So someone might be, sorry to blow the surprise, someone might be going to surprise you with something like that. There's something about healing going on as well. Something about a snake bite, or the anti-venom of a snake bite, like venom. Venom is coming through for some reason. So maybe that's the warning about some type of venomous or snake-like behavior that might be coming to light. I don't know. Let's pull some cards on this. Someone's out like a fun, like a taqueria, an outdoor taqueria where you can get tacos at night after the bars close down. You might walk over to this little outdoor food truck and get tacos. It's kind of showing me that. So maybe somewhere on the Mexican coast. King of Wands. So you're creating something. You might be the person that was building this gift, and you're going to be giving this away as a surprise. You're a master craftsman here with this King of Wands energy. You know how to build creatively something. that's very structurally sound. You might even be like an architect or something. There's some sorrow present. It strikes me as related possibly to the need to protect the heart here, right? The way this rib cage looks like it's protecting the heart and the chest plate here. Someone might be healing. I did mention healing. Someone might be healing a heartbreak, and they're doing it through working on projects. You might be building things and working on projects as a way to heal and cope. Yeah, look at this, the magician. You're a master creator, a master craftsman. You're also not opposed to using the power of poison in your magic workings and in your dealings. And in fact, channeling sorrow and heartbreak into creative projects often yields some of the greatest masterworks in existence, right? So you're somebody doing that kind of work. I'm curious about what was revealed here, what's going to be revealed. It's coming in. You're going to be receiving some communication. What's going to be revealed here? What is the communication coming in that's going to be revealed to you for this folks that picked this crystal ball? What's the information coming to you? What's the information coming to this King of Wands? This King of Wands might be working on this gift as a symbol of their commitment, and it involves risking their heart again. That's what's coming through. They're wanting to give this, whatever it is that they're building, as a gift, as an expression of their love and commitment, but there's risk involved for them. And there's information coming in. Is the information that you're going to surprise someone else, or that someone's doing this to surprise you? Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. Money again. Yeah, there's like an arrow, like Cupid's arrow. So something's going on. This is like an abundant commitment that somebody wants to give you, and they want to show you what they can do. That's because they're a builder and a maker. So they're not maybe a person that says a lot. They show you through what they make for you or what they do for you. It's something that involves money in some way, but that can also be abundance, like pentacles, the way I'm reading this. What money? What else? Travel? Yeah, I mean, maybe someone's built a boat that they're going to now want to take you on a trip in, or they've built you a wedding canopy before your wedding, and now you're going to go on, you know, they're going to surprise you with a marriage proposal. That could be. And legal, they might be telling you that they're legal, you know, this is what I'm getting. Somebody is going to surprise you with something that they've been making for you and doing for you. They've really put a lot of thought into this. They've been working day and night, like I said. They're very nervous about it, and they've come from a long recovery from a heartbreak of some type. But what's happening is that things have changed in their favor, and they're wanting to come towards you and either suggest, like, let's go away together. Let me take you on this trip. I have made this gift for you. I want to marry you. It could look a number of ways. It's a big risk for them, so it might not be happening right away. They feel very nervous to do this for you, but they've been working up to this for a while now. And this is no fool. This is a magician. Okay, so you really... my sense is that this is going to be very welcome. This is very exciting. Anything else? What's anything else you should know about this? They want maybe to take you somewhere on the coast, you know, on a tropical vacation, or to start a new life somewhere at the ocean, right? Who knows? Yeah, you're going to have a choice to make. This person's coming in to make you this big offer, and you're going to have a choice. It might feel like a risk because it's a surprise. It's coming in fairly soon with this Eight of Wands. It might feel like a risk to take this person up on this, and you're going to have a choice to make. Yeah, this came up in the first reading. Something about the Obsidian Mirror one might have relevance for you. There's reason to be hopeful and happy because you may have given up on this person, and yet here they come. Not only are they going to make you this offer, but they've been making you some kind of a gift, like building you something. Yeah, oh my God. I said wedding canopy, and here's the Four of Wands, which is often shown as a wedding canopy. This could be literal or it could be figurative. Like this person's been putting their home together and nesting, like socking money away, right? It doesn't have to be literally building you a gift, but it could be. It could be somebody building you something like an arbor or a bunch of raised beds for you to plant your garden, right? This is no fool that's been doing this. What they're putting together is something really magical and masterful. It's going to kind of blow you away, and it's coming in fairly soon. And they may have been going through this kind of dark night of the soul with this legal situation. To you, it's going to feel like a big risk, but this is what you have as a reward if you agree to take this person up on it. It might come in fast and in a very unexpected way. It's what's coming to light. Let me just gaze a little bit more and we'll see anything else. Yeah, now I'm seeing a fleur-de-lis, so you might be going somewhere in the Caribbean or New Orleans or even parts of Italy, France, obviously, right? Canada, parts of Canada. There could be any number of places, but the fleur-de-lis will have meaning here as well. What I'm seeing and what I'm picking up is that the sorrowful experience that this person went through is like molded them and prepared them for you almost. So that now that as you come together and this person shows up in your energy to make you this offer, they're truly ready. They've been through this really intense learning process. So I think that's it for you, Crystal Ball, and I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next time. All right, group 3, last but not least, you chose the Amethyst portal. So let me just... So I'm seeing like natural, spectacular scenes, like spectacular scenes of nature, like Kilauea erupting right now is really showing a lot of amazing magma, right? People are going and watching, just going to the Big Island to watch Kilauea right now. I'm also seeing Yellowstone, like Old Faithful, and other types of geysers that are blowing like clockwork. I'm seeing things like that. So that has relevance. People might be about to go on a trip where they're going to go see some of the wonders of nature, right? Like the Grand Canyon or some other type of scene. Yeah, I'm hearing a song that I sang growing up. I love to go a-wandering along the mountain track, and as I go, I love to sing my knapsack on my back. So somebody here likes to be in the outdoors, likes to go camping, likes to go backpacking, likes to sleep under the stars. They love it. And in fact, this is what uplifts you. I'm seeing that in this face in the ink blot because I'm seeing a face straight away. And it's like you feel most alive when you're out under the natural sky, right? You don't feel like someone who likes to work a 9 to 5 or be in an office or be a part of the structured office to home and then commute kind of person. That's not for you, is what's coming through. You're somebody that marches to a different drum, right? But you're proud. Like, I see you as somebody that's really happy that you live outside the norm. You might have been recently getting a lot of spiritual upgrades or downloads, people call them, like a lot of messages from spirit about where your life is going. You might be pretty tapped in as a person. You might go out in nature and meditate. You might be getting a lot of messages from the higher realms about the moves that you're making, what you're destined for, where you're headed. Yeah. These downloads might be surprising you, like taking you in a direction in your life that are not what you thought you would end up doing originally. Someone has dimples. Someone might be having a baby. There's a birth I'm seeing, like not just someone's pregnant, but someone's like giving birth. It seems like right now someone in this group might know someone or is about to give birth. It's like right when the baby comes out, right when they pull the baby out and put the baby on the table and cut the cord, like it's all very fresh, like the baby's covered in blood, covered in placenta, right? Like a very mammalian kind of scene I'm seeing here with the birth of this baby. Yeah, what's coming to light for you is that you've started realizing that you're very protected. It's like you're in the hands of God. Like I'm seeing this literally, like this baby, like the way that you might see a painting where the hands are in prayer, right? Like this. And then the hands are like this, and there's a baby in the hands. It's something like that. Like you might have realized or received messaging in your dreams that this baby has a special purpose in the world, or that you've been aware that this baby has been sent to you for a specific reason, is what's coming through. That this baby might have some type of important role to play in the future. Let's celebrate that. It's beautiful. Yeah, you might be, like this was saying that you're tapped in. I have the sense that your baby is going to be even more gifted than you are. Like you're gifted, but you're having a child that's going to be very gifted and that's divinely favored, like protected by God is kind of what it's saying. Like there's something special about this baby that's beloved by the higher realms. That might be the surprise, is that you are becoming aware that you've been tasked with not just being a parent's responsibility enough, right? Like that's a huge responsibility. And it's like you're just coming into the awareness possibly that you're being tasked with bringing this child into the world and keeping this child safe because of your unique qualities. But also it may have been more than you bargained for, right? You may not have really grasped when you started having this pregnancy that it was going to be this deep. Okay, but it is something special about this child, okay? Like they need your guidance and protection. What is this about this baby here? On the split, we have the sun. So this is a very joyful birth for you. You're very delighted to become this child's parent. This baby is going to bring a lot of joy into people's lives. When my brother and nephew died, our family was so devastated. It's like we just couldn't get our feet back under us. We were in so much shock. We were all in various stages of PTSD. And then my niece had her little boy, Ryan, and it's like the lights came back on. He was such a gift to us because we needed something joyful. And this chubby little blue-eyed baby that came through was just everything the doctor ordered. And it's giving me that, like, this baby is going to bring so much joy. There's been worries from someone about it. You might have been worried about this for some reason. There is no reason to worry, though, because look, but you might be worried, like, am I up for this? Can I truly give this baby what they need, right? Especially if you're an independent person. Like, that's always kind of been my story anyways. Like, I was always too worried that I wouldn't be a good enough mom because I was into my own time too much, right? My own space. That might be something like you, especially if you are tapped in and get a lot of kind of intuitive hits and guidance. You might be a Libra, or this baby might be a Libra, or there's some type of justice that's going to come to be about this baby. You might be worried because of custody for some reason, because that's always in play, right? Like, is the other parent, like if you're the mom here, is the dad going to be involved? Is the dad fighting for custody? What's going to happen to the baby if the dad wants custody? And I don't think the dad's a good, a lot of ways that could play out, but it's so joyful here that you really don't need to worry. Your worries are not founded. Yeah, try to still your mind as much as you can about this situation because your worries don't reflect reality. What's the story with this baby? Like, why might there be worries about the arrival? What's the story with this baby? That might have been where some of the worry was coming from, is like, what's going to become of you now that this baby is arriving and needing parenting, right? Like, you might be wondering, well, what will my life look like? I don't know. Yeah. Is the masculine going to be involved? Is the masculine going to be too career? I don't know. This masculine is striking me as the father of this baby. There's some worries here around karma, which is interesting. Let me just gaze a little bit more here to see if I can see what this is talking about. I'm seeing that there's the possibility that the parents of this baby are not together, but there's the possibility that this baby's birth is going to bring a second chance for you as a couple. I see there's like a couple that's very close, but maybe some type of karmic situation came in between you. I don't know. Yeah, there's someone who's overly interested in this for some reason. Yeah, there's weird energy present. I can feel it all of a sudden. I don't know, from something really joyful, now there's some weird energy present that started to show up with this karma. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, my God, karmic drama. Okay, so it could be that you're having a baby with someone that you wish you weren't having a baby with. Okay, the baby is going to bring a lot of joy, so that's not in question. There's karmic justice that's coming here from karmic drama. It may have been in the workplace. Okay, this is where it's getting down to brass tacks. You as one of the parents of this baby, or as an involved person to some degree, none of this is for you. Like, you're pretty tapped in, or someone here is very tapped in and prepared to do what it takes to raise a child, is very thoughtful about it, thinks deeply about that kind of responsibility, has already gone rounds in their own mind about having a child, right? There's just striking me as a third party here, and you're worried, like, well, I might be raising this baby by myself if this masculine decides to go with someone else, or vice versa, right? Like, it's not clear who's who in this equation, but there's a karmic situation that is involved, and also a pregnancy. What else about this baby? Well, having a baby requires cooperating with other people. You can't just raise a baby in isolation. A Queen of Cups here strikes me as the mother of the baby, possibly. And a Queen of Cups is very intuitive, so this might be you. You might be very tapped in here. I didn't do this for the other piles, but I feel like I want to get some clarity on this. Why is there stress about the baby here, or the situation? A baby is a very joyful event for someone, but there's problems either over custody or a third party. Like, maybe somebody is pregnant here that maybe it's the mother that should, I don't know. There's something wrong. I can't quite figure it out, because the baby is a joyous occasion, but it feels like there's something wrong happening as well. So what's going on? What's the concern about this baby? Is it another person? Is it a situation? What is the concern around the birth of this baby? We've got Libra twice. Because we've got this Justice card, and then I pulled this Balance card here, which is 10 degrees of Libra. So let's see what it says here. A sage enamored of science is bending over an old parchment from which he is seeking to extract the beneficent sap and juice through the keys of knowledge. In his tangled mane of hair, the blossoms of intellectuality and the pure imagination of triumphant spirituality are being made fluid. This is the card of science, which brings light to all things, discovers all things. It signifies faith in spirituality and detachment from matter. It brings success through knowledge and the understanding of all, which is the key to happiness. It provides the kindling spark which helps to solve the most intricate problems of life. It is the thread which can be followed along the path that leads to success and the realization of one's desires. Well, that's interesting. That's a really positive omen. So that's clear. You're thinking clearly. It may be worries of somebody else. You may be thinking clearly about what this all involves, and there's other parties that are worried What is the threat or the risk here of this karmic situation? What is the threat or the risk in this karmic situation? And we've got this. This is also a positive card. Gemini. This represents two pretty little cherubim. You might be having twins. That might be the surprise. Harmoniously united in their charming duality, they are smilingly planning to do subtle and refined things, holding the shaft of sly irony and the vibrating lyre of the arts, while yet retaining the rod of intellectual and sacred science. Gemini is masculine, warm, moist, neither cardinal nor fixed, convertible, fruitful. It represents subtle intellect, refined taste, the arts, love of music, little constancy in the affections, success in business pursuits. Okay. Harmonious relations between brothers and sisters. So this could either indicate to me twins, or in this other where it says little constancy in the affections. That's something that Gemini is known for. So what strikes me is that there is a third party here who you're worried, can they really be relied on for whatever reason, whether that's your partner who you're having this baby with or somebody else. There's a concern that someone in the equation is not reliable, but the good news is that you are reliable. Or the party here represented by this face that likes to be out in nature, that recognizes that there's more to life than money and the grind, right? That's the kind of person you want raising a child, especially in this day and age. So it may just be that there's somebody involved that isn't quite as ethical as you, and I don't know how they relate to the fact that you're going to be a parent, but they're involved in the equation, and they're causing drama and karmic situations here when really you would prefer to just enjoy the fact that you're going to be a parent. So I don't know. That could be the surprise, though, is that you're going to find out that this person's not consistent. It's not going to matter too much because you're pretty over the moon about this baby. It may be that you're not in love with this other party. That could be. Or it could be that the surprise is that you're going to find out that you're having twins and you're a little bit worried. Can I handle twins? My God. Right? I have a career. So, or what if this masculine leaves? What if they can't handle two children, right? It could be anything. So I'm sorry it's not more detailed. It's a little bit, probably because it has relevance for more than one person, it's going to come out in different ways. But the important thing to focus on is the clarity that you have and the Sun card, which is to know that ultimately this is a positive thing. So thank you, and I'll see you next time.